All right, welcome back, everyone. It's the AVID Investor Podcast with me, your host, Josh Adamek. And today we're going to talk about the importance of staying focused, taking action, and repeating the process. Focus, action, repeat. You do that, you're going to get far greater results. Here's what I mean by that. All right, so you're new to the business. You're trying to figure out what to do. You're on these you're on the blogs, maybe looking at bigger pockets. Maybe you've joined your local RIA, Real Estate Investors Association. You're starting to read some books. You're starting to learn about the business, understand the business. You're trying to figure out what you want to do. Now, I'm gonna assume that you're looking to be an active investor. You're looking to get into real estate. Maybe you're going to your goals, your ambition is to transition into real estate full time at some point. If you're not already in real estate full time, maybe you've been in real estate for a while and you're trying to level up. You're trying to go to the next level. This is going to help you get to that next level. It's going to help you get into the business. It's going to help you to grow your business. Again, focus, action, repeat. Here's what I mean by that. You want to get into the business, you want to level up, you want to grow your business. Find one thing that you want to do. Stay focused on that one thing. Take action on that one thing and repeat the process over and over and over and over again. I see this many, many times over and over again. Somebody gets into the business, somebody's in the business, and they're all over the place. They're all over the place doing all these different things. Okay. What I mean by that is you get into the business, you want to flip houses, right? You do one flip, you do two flips, whatever. What's required with flips? Construction. Okay, I'm a house flipper now. I'm going to start a construction company. I need to start a construction company. Why? Because there's an additional revenue stream. There's all these people out there preaching multiple income streams, You need multiple income streams, and I promise you, I'm not disagreeing with that. I think multiple income streams are a fantastic idea. I'm all about safety and security, diversification. I think multiple income streams are a good idea. However, don't focus on that. Don't think, you got to be 2 weeks into this business or 6 months into the business or a year into the business, and you have to have 12 different income streams. So I see this time and time again. Somebody gets into the business, they do a couple of flips. Oh, I'm going to start a construction company. Okay, I need construction. I can save on construction, or I can self-perform the construction with my construction company, their savings, or I can start my construction company and I can do my flips I can do construction for other people, which will offset my cost. Okay, so now you're a house flipper. Now you own a construction company. Okay, so you're juggling those two businesses. You're juggling those two businesses. Then there's an opportunity. Oh, I'm going to buy this apartment building now. I see this all the time. I'm going to buy this apartment building. Okay, so you're a house flipper, you're running a construction company. Now you bought an apartment building. It's like, I bought this apartment building, or maybe you buy a couple of rentals or something like that, or you bought an apartment, a couple of duplexes. You got these rentals now. It's like, well, I got to start a property management company. So you start your property management company. So now you're a house flipper. Now you run a construction company. Now you own apartment buildings. Now you have a property management company. So you have all these multiple streams of income, right? And then, you're juggling all that. And then it's like, you see something about Airbnbs. It's like, well, I'm going to go buy some Airbnbs. There's, I'm renting these houses for $1,000 a month. I can pull $4,000 a month with Airbnb. So now you're buying Airbnbs. So now you're juggling. You're a house flipper. You got your construction company. You got your apartment buildings, your management company. Now you're doing Airbnbs. Well, here's the problem. Everything looks good on a spreadsheet. Okay. But reality is we all have 168 hours in the week. And notice I said 168. I didn't say 40. I didn't say 50. I didn't say 60. There's 168 hours in the week. Everybody has the same amount of time. And now you're into the business, whether it's 6 months, whether it's a year, whether it's 2 years, 5 years, whatever it is, you're into the business and you're juggling all these different things. You got your house flipping, you got your construction company, you got your apartment buildings, you got your management company, you got your Airbnbs and whatever else you're into, timeshares, who knows? Yeah, of course, you're probably doing some Bitcoin or something too. So you're juggling all this stuff in the 168 hours a week that you have to work with. Now, take a look at this from a different perspective. Do one thing. Do one thing really, really well. Stay focused, take action, repeat the process. You want to be a house flipper? Yeah, I've flipped a lot of homes. I've done a lot of renovations in my career. My go-to right now, and has been for a very, very long time, is single family homes, building portfolios, long-term plays. We stay focused. We stay focused. We take action on that, and we repeat the process. We buy a lot of single family homes. We build a lot of portfolios, and yes, I have a management company. I have a team that manages those portfolios. But we stay focused on that one model. We take action on that one model, and we repeat the process. Yes, I do other things. We do some land development. We do some infill new construction. We do some things like that. A lot of that. What I do is deals and projects that I've had in the works for many years. But we stay focused on the single family portfolios. It's almost blinders on, single family homes, regular houses, regular neighborhoods. We stay focused on the private equity model. We take action on the model, and we repeat the process over and over and over again. And I've seen this over the last many years that we've been doing this model, is staying focused on one thing, taking action on one thing, and repeating the process allows us to grow that portfolio multiples over, if we were buying a couple of houses here, flipping a couple of houses here, doing something else here, doing something else there. We've got to manage all that. We got to manage all that. So we found a model that works for us, that is a repeatable model that works well regardless of market conditions. We do regular houses, regular neighborhoods, long-term plays. We stay focused on that model. We take action on that model, and we repeat the process. I highly recommend, if you're getting started in this business, if you're new to the business, if you've been in the business a long time, maybe you're in that situation where you've got all these balls in the air. You're trying to juggle all these different things. You're trying to manage your flips. You're trying to manage your construction company. You're trying to, buy some rentals, buy some cash flow properties for the long term. You've got some Airbnbs. You're managing those. You're always overturning those properties, or you've got your management company that's handling your Airbnbs. You've got all these different balls in the air where, take a step back and look, and define your goals, define your plan, look and see, what is your vision for your company? Do you have the ability to effectively manage all those balls that are in the air? Or are you falling behind on your timelines, on your flips? Are you able to manage the day-to-day of your construction company? Is your team showing up on time? Is the quality where it needs to be? Are materials being properly managed? Is the day-to-day of your construction company being properly managed? Your management company, are they effectively, turning the properties? Are they, is quality control there in your management company, in your construction company? Your Airbnbs, are they being properly marketed? Are they being properly managed? Or, is there just too much shit going on where, you put a little bit of time in here, you put a little bit of time in there, you put a little bit of time in there, and, you're just kind of keeping everything afloat? Where if you stay focused on one thing that works really, really well, how can you grow that? Look at the multiples that you can grow that one thing that works really, really well if you stay focused, if you take action, and you repeat the process. Just last weekend I was out, there was a get together at a friend's house, and one of my very good friends and my investors was there, and we started talking about real estate. I mean, that's what I do, so it comes up in conversation a lot. And they were talking about a conversation started on self-storage units. My good friend and investor, he said, no, he just does regular houses, regular neighborhoods. And it's like, I understand self-storage, I get self-storage. There's a great opportunity there. Maybe someday I'll own a self-storage unit, but that's not for me right now, because I look at it this way. I see there's opportunity in self-storage, but I also see I have 168 hours in the week. So if I start, spending my time like looking for land or looking for a value add self-storage facility, that takes away from the focus. That takes away from the focus on the long-term, on the portfolio, on the equity model. That takes away from my team. That takes my focus away from my team. So if I start looking at self-storage, or, there's been a lot of talks, last couple of years, Airbnbs, there's big things, you can do with Airbnb. Well, that's not what I do. Yeah, that's not what I do. Is there opportunity to Airbnb? Yes, absolutely. Could we possibly take some of our homes that are in portfolio, convert them to Airbnb and increase the revenue streams? Yeah, maybe, probably. But that's not what we do. We stay focused on our equity model. We stay focused on our single family homes, and we take action. We repeat the process. So if we want to stay focused, if we want to consistently grow that portfolio, if we want to consistently build that portfolio, we need to stay focused. We need to take action. We need to repeat the process. Do we want to buy, 25, 50 or 100 houses, whatever the number is? Do we want to buy X amount of properties per year? Or do we want to buy maybe 5 or 10 houses a year, lose focus, and, start chasing other things? So, I look at it this way. We do equity partnerships. We work one-on-one with private and institutional investors to create and manage portfolios. That's how we operate under the private equity model to build our long-term portfolios. If I start getting distracted and looking at other things, if I start a construction company, or if I do Airbnbs, or if I, start looking at self-storage facilities, that takes away from my commitment to my team. That takes away from my commitment to my investors. That takes away from, our long-term vision, our long-term goals of building that portfolio, continuing to build that portfolio. So it's very, very important to me, that we stay focused, we take action, we repeat the process. And I promise you, if you're new to the business, you're going to see a lot of stuff out there, a lot of information out there, where it's like, there's this multiple, this revenue multiple, or this value add, there's this opportunity, there's this potential income, income or savings if you self-manage your construction, if you start your construction company, or you can create multiple streams of income if you manage your construction, or if you do your Airbnbs, or if you do your self-storage, you do your apartment buildings, you do all these different things. But I promise you that if you pick one thing and do it really, really, really well, stay focused on that, take action on that, repeat the process, pick one thing, do it really, really well, grow that, continue to grow it, get it to where you want it to be, complete, follow your vision, follow your goals, follow your plan of action, get that to where you need it to be. And if you build it, you stabilize it, it's where you want it to be, and it's self-sufficient, you have your management team, whatever it is, if that's where you need it to be, then start looking at the other streams of income, start looking at the other opportunities. But you may very well find that if you stay focused, you take action on one thing, you might find that if you stay focused, if you continue to take action, if you continue to repeat the process on that one thing that you're focused on, that you can continue to grow that over time. So again, not trying to beat a dead horse here, but stay focused, take action, repeat the process, and you will get far greater results. That's my message for today. I thank you for tuning in. And I have nothing to offer you guys here other than, some wisdom, some knowledge, a couple decades of experience. And all I ask for in return is that if this message hits home for you, if you found value in the message that I'm delivering, like it, subscribe it, share it, send it to someone that needs to hear the message, or, send me a message, reach out, hit me up, let me know if there's a specific topic that you want me to cover, if there's something that you want me to go over, if there's a guest that you want me to bring in on the podcast, let me know. I'm open here. I'm flexible. I just ask that you continue to follow along and that you help me to share this message. So thank you for tuning in. That's it. That's the Avid Investor Podcast with me, your host, Josh Adamek. Thank you.